DweebCast.
Hey guys, welcome back to DweebCast. I'm Andy Reesmeyer. I'm lucky enough that multiple times every week I get to talk to you about video games, but I'm especially excited because today we're talking about BioShock Infinite's Burial at Sea Episode 1, the latest DLC from Irrational Games. Also, Dweebs, we've teamed up with Logitech to give away a G430 surround sound gaming headset, but more on that in a minute. Now first, if you haven't played BioShock Infinite, I wouldn't recommend downloading the DLC because you won't really understand it, and you won't get out of it the gravitas of the story on a narrative level. So play Infinite first. It's a contender for Game of the Year and for sure the best FPS out in a long while. And the story is one that to this day we still talk about here at DweebCast. To this day. And here's a spoiler alert that we're not going to try to spoil anything today. Burial at Sea almost in itself spoils Infinite, so consider yourself warned.
Back again. And so soon.
Now, as you know, for this DLC, Infinite takes us back to Rapture, the setting from the OG BioShock game. Show up right before everything went to hell, wake up as Booker, of course, in his office, but it's an alternate universe Booker, and Elizabeth is there too, but it seems that it's the all-knowing Elizabeth, you know what I mean. She's there to help you locate a girl, a little sister. Be sure to pay attention to Elizabeth. She drops some really cool references to Infinite throughout the game. Alright, so the DLC is split into halves. The first, where you get to tour parts of Rapture, the second, which is more combat-focused. The city is beautiful. Rapture in its heyday, something many of us have always wanted to see, and it is a pleasure taking time exploring some of the more intricately detailed elements of the underwater town. The city vista's super impressive. I feel like the developers have opened up the spaces a lot more than BioShock proper. We get that vertical action from Infinite, which helps make the combat a lot more fun. Gameplay combines elements of Infinite with the original BioShock series. The skyhook is back.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber?
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Elizabeth is still hiding out, finding stuff for you every now and then.
Do it! Catch!
Sound design is a huge thing in the BioShock series, and Burial at Sea keeps that whole thing going. You get the excellent underwater Rapture hum, the 40s and 50s soundtrack, and the familiar sounds of Elizabeth throwing you supplies along your journey. All in all, that journey takes around 3 to 4 hours, depending on your playing style, but take your time. It's gorgeous. Overall, as an add-on, it works. The story expands on some elements of BioShock Infinite's original, but doesn't really impact the main storyline. Of course, the big twists and turns in Infinite are missing, but it's a DLC. BioShock is all about the story, and could they have done more with the story? Perhaps. But Infinite left some massive shoes to fill when it comes to storyline. This one is compelling enough, however, to make you at least want to play to Episode 2, which is good. BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea, not worthy of its own standalone, but as a DLC, it totally works. While the story won't bend your mind the same way Infinite does, the level design is beautiful, the gameplay is fast, and going back to Rapture with some old friends is a delightful way to spend a few hours. Overall, the game gets an 8 out of 10. Now it's time for a giveaway. Like we mentioned before, whether you're hauling ass down a skyline or listening to some sweet Rapture jams, sound is so very important in BioShock. And what better way to hear it than with this Logitech G430 surround sound gaming headset? You will enjoy not 5, not 6, but 7.1 channels of surround sound. You only have 2 ears. I don't know how they do it. It's science. They're super comfortable for marathoning across alternate universes, and the surround sound really brings Columbia and Rapture to life. So, tweet us your favorite BioShock moment at DweebCast. Whoever gets the most retweets this week will win on Friday. I'm Andy Reesmeyer. This is DweebCast. We will see you later.
DweebCast.